pull them off, but it feel like you're pulling your teeth out.
That sounds like, painful.
Yeah, and like clip, but it's not pain, it's pressure.
Gotcha.
You know, and I say if you eat or drink anything now, luckily for me, I only drink water. But if you drinking juice, soda, coffee, you're supposed to take them out.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? So it'll make you drink more water. It'll make you not snack as much.
Well, I mean that also probably. I wonder. Today it's pressure, but you fresh off the. You still might have a little that cane up in there. You might still have a little bit of Novocaine up in there. In 3 days, that might be pain.
We went raw.
Oh, you wild. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
We went raw, baby. So
yeah, man. What you be on that high threshold?
Yeah, I just like to get it over with, man. So I'd be like, hey, just do it. Go ahead. I don't got just go. Go ahead. Go.
Yeah,
knock it out.
You batshit crazy. You know that? You
know what I mean? So now that it's in, and then they give you, so my plan is for 10 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's aggressive, ain't it?
I don't know.
How long? I don't know how long. I guess I'm basing it in ideas of how braces work, but right next to that, niggas be having braces and don't never get them taken out. So
yeah, that'd be the look now.
I had the braces on the bottom. I had that for like a year plus.
Got you.
Now
so this is the next step.
So yeah, 10 weeks of this. They gave me all 10 weeks, so I replace on myself. Yes. So next week I go to the next one, and that's everything is like a little tighter.
Oh my God.
Right? So I got the 10 weeks. After the 10 weeks, I go back, and then we see what's what.
Wow. Now, do all your bitches know that you can only get head now? Like you can't eat no pussy.
Hey man, because I can't take these out to eat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ain't none of that kissing, baby. I got your tongue can't touch it because
that's all you can do, girl.
Yeah. And as much as I would like to, it's just not sanitary right now.
Right. I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah, I owe you.
Ain't trying to ruin the whole plan.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, you have to start over.
The goal is to find a girl that love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing better than a woman that get off doing that. It's like, oh man, you are, man, touched by an angel. You hear me?
The best. You can't trust her, but still the best.
Side note, Mikey.
Welcome to the Black Tea Podcast, everybody. We on episode 20. Y'all don't know about episode 19, but it's a bonus coming. But we on episode 20 right now of the Black Tea Podcast. I'm Mikey Winfield. Man, when I tell you, them good vibes y'all was talking about, they in the aura right now.
Yeah, man.
Aura. And I'm really feeling them, man. I've been putting some ones out to, like to be back. And I'm starting to get that little feel of being back. And being back to me just means like mentally pushing this content and these jokes, man. And that's where I'm feeling at, man. What's good?
Man, I got the consistency of putting out content, man, this shit is not for the weak, bro. It is work. It is. I need to not ever hear nobody talk shit about people on social media. I need to never hear it because I don't know if people understand the work that goes into it, bro. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to create it. Then once you create it, you got to post it. Then once you post it, you got to respond to people. Then once you respond, you got to be coming up with new content and you got to be edited. It's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
You got to sketch it. It's a lot, man.
So much. It's almost like you need somebody to just be in charge of putting the stuff out.
That's it. Man, you realize how if my life was just come up with the ideas and shoot it and I didn't have to edit or post, oh my life. Oh.
Hey man, you know how I've been talking about, like, I want to do a special this year, right?
Right.
That's on my goals list. Well, I went through some just content and some, what are those things called? USBs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I found a half hour, right? So I was like, oh, none of this is out. None of this is on social media. None of this is anywhere. So I reached out to the people that handle my label and information like that, you know, content for streaming and for CD, you know, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent them this because I thought the sound was, okay, but it wasn't, you know, excelente. And they replied back and they were like, no, this is, I didn't like throw that out there, say anything about the sound. They were like, no, this is great. And the set was from like 2019. So we talking pre-pandemic, full audience reaction, and unheard content that I'm like, damn, what was I, you know, doing with this? So it's funny, man. It's like it feels like prayer in a way when you kind of put something out there like, this is what I want to do, and then it just happens. Because as much as I said I wanted to have a special, which I do, I got jokes to record. I got one now, and I got this 30-minute joint, and then it's like it'll be fixed up to put out, and I'm like, okay, because that's what I want, man. I feel like my lane is stand up, you know.
Absolutely.
And I want to act, you know. Yeah, definitely I want to, you know, do everything, but yo, that's gotten me the most.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Your pen is super nasty, man. The way you push out material at a accelerated pace, like a specialist, like Ray Allen shooting threes. It's like, nah, man, this is what you do. It's like, you know what I mean? And there's one thing it's one thing to be a dope performer, which you are as well. But it's another thing to be like consistently, like, I know for a fact I don't write like you. Like, you write a lot, bro. I write every now and then when it hits me. Like, it's these weird waves of like, I'm not writing nothing new, and then new 30, and then won't be nothing for a while. And then, like, you know what I mean? But you be writing like literally every day, bro.
Yo, don't knock the binge though. You talking about the binge. When you just get hit one day and you just pile it all down, it just be like, I'm going to filter through all of this. And now you got weeks of stuff to work out, which is fun too. You know, it's just different approaches, man. That's all we got.
And your writing process is different. So like, hold on. Side note, are you Fitbitting? Are you getting your steps in right now? Is that what's going on?
You see me. I was like, I might as well get them in early. It's a big event going on tonight. So I gotta, you know, if I could get them in early.
I thought seeing you rocking like I thought you was listening. I thought you had your headphones listening to C Murder. Like, fuck them other niggas because I'm down for my niggas. Fuck them other niggas because I'm down for my. I was like,
fucking shotty low. They know.
They're over there like this. It must be two sides.
Yeah, no. If I get them in early, then it's a big night.
But your writing process, you can't just ignore the fact that you write in conversation too. So, you know, you talking to a woman, those conversations may end up on stage.
No, don't say that. Don't say that, because they're gonna be you gonna be, don't take what I said, put it on there. Don't tell them that, dog. They gonna think they special.
Nah, you know what it
don't
is?
Don't be talking about me.
You know what it is? Because I tell women, I say, you're not that interesting. It's not about you. It's about conversations that spark my brain.
Ah, touche. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's not like a woman's not gonna tell me about her hating ass friend, and I go tell the story about her hating ass friend on stage.
Don't nobody want to hear that, right?
Yeah. It's like like in conversation, it is always gonna be what I said. It's never gonna be what she said. Right. I'm gonna say something because naturally, this is part of the thing that people don't get. I seen Deion Cole talking about this with Cat Williams when he said he was helping. He was doing some writing with Cat. He was like, "But you're not really writing for Cat.
Right.
What you're doing is you're just kind of around, so he knows what's funny." Because sometimes as a comic, we don't know what's funny because I say something regular. That's just a regular thought to me, and people start laughing. And I say, "Oh, I guess I should write that down," and everybody laughing. Mm-hmm. That was my real thought.
Right.
Like I wasn't trying to write a joke.
Right.
I was just saying some shit that was real to me.
Which makes it so interesting when you hear all the weird, unorthodox criticism that Kev gets, because knowing Kev, it's probably the same thing. I've seen Kev freestyle. I've seen him before. It's probably the same thing. No, now knowing Joey and Harry and their comedic brains, I know that there's, punch ups and tags and so on and so forth, and credit given where it's due. But I don't think anybody's writing this down and be like, "All right, Kev, say that."
You talking about Kevin James?
I'm hilarious. Don't sweat the small stuff.
You talking about the King of Queens?
No, man. Kevin Fredericks. No, definitely Kevin Hart, man. I just don't feel like that's happening. But randomly comedians be running around criticizing and so on. So I just like, that's not. I don't think that's happening. You guys y'all can make that the storyline if that's what feel good to you, but I just don't think that's what's happening.
Yeah, man.
Hey, say this.
Yeah. Hey, man, let me tell you, though, too, man, if you just hang like a tour, if you just around a circle of people that's funny, you are going to grow exponentially. It's just going to happen just because.
You're gonna sink or swim, right? And it's like when you're around a bunch of people and there's just jokes flying, if you're gonna learn how to joke, or because we all know comics who yes, they have a set and they can go on stage and entertain people, but they're not funny.
Absolutely.
Like they just kind of figured out how to structure a set that works.
Right. They're humorous public speakers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're not funny. And you would book that person. If you're a business, you would say, no, he can entertain the crowd for 30 minutes. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
He ain't funny, but yeah, we can do that. That'll work.
I mean, I'll give you one better. They don't even forget funny if you're interesting enough.
Mm-hmm.
If you're, then they'll come up with you're like art comedy. It's like this don't even really have punchlines, but I guess
it's in right now. Hey man, I'm trying to equate that to who in the league who is like that, where their game ain't really it's structure. It's not like champion. I mean, it could be championship winning, but their game is solely on structure. Is there a player like that in the league?
It used to be Tim for sure. It used to be Tim Duncan for sure.
Right.
No style, no swag, bank shot, footwork.
Nah, Tim Duncan's different. Tim Duncan was actually dominant though. I think Mike is talking about more along the lines of
Luka.
Nah, these are people who dominate. I'm thinking you're talking about somebody who's more like Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, yeah.
You just got some size and you set some screens, but you ain't good.
Yeah, I was more on somebody that's not good, but they got the structure that it takes.
Yeah.
Man, they in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking fundamentals.
Yeah. No, because that's you got comics, man, who are hilarious, but they also stay in a box.
Mm-hmm.
So you would somebody like Seinfeld, right? It's like, no, he's great. It's here. It's observational. It's right here. He's not going to be going off the rails. It's going to be right here.
Mm-hmm.
Observational.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question. How important do you think today in comedy is being funny?
Minimal.
Has it ever been important?
Yo, man, I think at a point it was, because they had shows, there was Def Jams, and a lot of the dudes that blew it up are our biggest names in comedy. Then you go to like who hosted Def Jams. No, sorry. Who hosted Comic Views? Those was guys that, you know, lit it up during their multiple appearances. You know, so I think at a point, being funny was maybe the important part.
Yeah. So maybe then now it's like, because of the oversaturation, it's not as, you know what I mean? It feels different now.
Yeah.
I can just say as a funny person, I mean, I don't know, bro. Yeah, we can all say confidently, I was like, man, I don't know if it's helping, man.
Yeah, I think it's interesting right now because it's like, yeah, man, it's like like NBT's example, maybe it never was important, but now you see it. One, because you're in it, and two, because the oversaturation and, you know, the internet is, everything is a business, right? Business versus art. Now, the art of being funny is that's still the art. The business of it doesn't care if you're funny. The business is about eyeballs. How many eyeballs can this person put on our business or in our venue or on our app or at our website or on our TV station? Doesn't matter if they're funny. Look at all the eyeballs looking at this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, once you got the eyeballs, they'll put you in some funny situations.
Right. So knowing that and even feeling that way, because I recognize you guys as hilarious, like just funny, you know, and doing well on the business side too. Like you're creating opportunities for yourself. But knowing all of that, does that make you consider changing an approach at all?
I can honestly say that's a layered question. I can honestly say I have pre-pandemic, I was in a true adjustment as a comic from stepping away from ripping, because it didn't feel like it was moving the needle. Going and destroying and doing the jokes or the material that I knew would have a crowd doubled over didn't feel like it was cutting through, and it was like on some, I don't know, man, it was layered. It was like, does ripping equate to a good set? Like, especially as a headliner, does ripping equate to, oh man, I want to listen to this person speak for an hour or watch a special from them? And I'm not sure if it does, because when I'm looking at the people that we call the greatest, they have those moments, but then they also have moments where this conversation is more captivating, right? Like it's an interesting conversation or an interesting point of view or something else there. So it was like really starting to dive into, how am I going to tell a story? How am I going to execute certain things and then hit the punchline? Like very calculated Ginsu-like work, as opposed to heavy meleeing. Like I was really trying to figure out the science of it. And it's an adjustment, man. It's an adjustment going from ripping the nigga room to having a late night set to having an hour special.
Yeah. And, I always feel like the funny matters. Now, I think like when you talk about ripping, like just ripping, right? You know, one thing that people never focus on is ripping and saying something at the same time, right? So it's like, what you saying?
No, go ahead. It's hard to do.
It is. But you'll see people ripping, but they ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to do, because this is not even really a comedy thing. It's more of a it's more of a like a public speaking thing. It's like let's just take the hour, right? If your laughs per minute are coming every 30 seconds, every minute, every 15 seconds, whatever you want to say in a short amount of time, right? Then when do you allow the space to stretch a concept or understanding or a punchline, right? As like an interesting thinker to then hit a heavy-handed punchline, because I feel like shit get missed. It's like if I had an hour set and I had if I had a 2 or 3 minute thing that had funny, interesting, yada yada yada, but then it hit really hard, but that story stayed with you. That's better than me hitting you with a bunch of shit really fast and nothing sticks. And I don't want to say better, it's just different approach.
No, absolutely, man. I agree with it. Not the better, different approach, because it's definitely benefits on both. You know, I do think that it's important, man, to hit them with those ones that they talk about in the car, the ones that stick with them. And sometimes that is, you know, like we gonna have those moments where we rip, but then it's gonna have those stories that are like repeatable, or they bring up, or the ones they tell people about, so somebody else will want to check you out too. So I think those.
You got to ask yourself these kind of questions, man. What is a great? Right? Like, okay, you got Richard Pryor and George Carlin, and yes, you have Dave Chappelle, and yes, Earthquake is a great. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, absolutely.
Tony Roberts is a great.
Absolutely.
Tony Rock, great.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like certain people are elevated in certain spots. And Mitch Hedberg is a great. Deion Cole is a great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And these are all different styles. It's like, you know, you gotta find what's working for you. And the consistent with all of the people I named is they be ripping. You know what I mean? Like, they be ripping in different ways. You know, like the things that Chappelle's doing right now, that's not what I'm talking about. Because he's not even doing comedy. He literally is public speaking.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about like those last couple specials. I'm talking like even if you take Sticks and Stones, right? Like, honestly, all Chappelle specials have that. There's not. If I say Tony and Earthquake are doing something, Tony Roberts and Earthquake are doing something very specific, I don't have Deion in that same space. Just maybe it's just it's like a pacing thing. Like you said, they're ripping in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's kind of whatever you consider ripping.
Yeah.
You know, right.
And this is what I learned too. This is one of the main things I learned touring with Tony. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure, you know, I'm talking about BT with touring with DC. These people, and I would say Tony more than DC just based on what people know him from. Mm-hmm. You know, DC, you can go to Friday. Mm-hmm. And you can go to In the Heat of the Night. Mm. People really know Tony from stand-up. That's it. You know, he's done other things. He's done so many other things. Yeah. But they know him from being on a stand-up comedy stage.
Earthquake also.
You know what I mean? So I'm watching someone, as much as people will say, man, you got to do this and business and you know what I mean? It's like, nah, they keep coming back to see him do stand-up. From seeing him do stand-up.
Yo, go ahead.
You know,
go ahead, Mike.
What'd you say, Mike?
Nah, that's exactly what I'm talking about when I mentioned earlier about the lane. It's like, yo, man, that's the reason I'm just feeling like, yo, man, I'm writing jokes. That's what I'm going to do. Because who knows? You know, man. All you could do is work. But, man, like, ain't nothing like being known for the thing you love the most.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Like Mitch Hedberg, I mentioned Mitch Hedberg a lot because that's the person I seen that made me want to write jokes.
Yeah.
Was when I seen Mitch Hedberg. And I was like, bro, he looks like he's having so much fun. And this shit is so different because, I grew up only on black comedy.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's all I knew was black comedy. And then I was working at rallies and somebody was like, have you ever seen Mitch Hedberg? And I was like, I don't even know who that is. So then I'm on YouTube watching Mitch Hedberg and I'm like, bro, I've never seen nothing like this before. And it's literally jokes. See, I had never seen nobody tell jokes on stage like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, black comedy is a lot more animated.
Right.
I had never seen nobody just stand there and tell jokes.
Yeah, like black comedy traditionally has been more performance based.
Yes.
Right.
So
but
you got the stuff in there, but it's performance. You know what I mean? But it's like, no, dude's just standing there telling jokes that he wrote. And no, the last joke had nothing to do with the next joke.
Right.
And he's just doing that. You know what I mean? And Mitch Hedberg is known as a comic. Like that's it. Like there's no Mitch Hedberg show. There is none of that. It's just
and he tried the other stuff, just like many comics do.
Yeah.
He tried the show thing. He had a couple of appearances.
He was appeared on like that 70s show, I think, or something like that. But and that's a lot more common for white comics though.
Yeah.
It's a lot more common for white comics to be able to have these huge fan bases just from being comics.
Yeah. Right.
Like if you think about the the blue collar comedy tour, was that the name of them?
Yeah, it was the blue Larry the Cable Guy and
Ron White, Jeff
Foxworthy. There's one more.
There's one more. I want to say it's what's the dude's name with the guitar? Carrington.
Rodney Carrington was on that.
Was it? I think so.
That's his name, right?
But yeah, it definitely is Rodney Carrington. But I'm trying to think if that's he
doesn't feel like the fourth one to me.
He don't.
This is from somebody who remembers the tour, but yeah.
Bill Engvall.
That's who it was.
Bill Engvall, yeah.
Hey, so man, they supposed to. It's like 18 billion white people. So man, to get an audience.
Yeah. Now Jeff Foxworthy had a show.
Yes, he did.
Bill Engvall had a show.
Okay.
Ron White and Larry the Cable Guy didn't. You silenced, BT.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh. Now, if you take the Kings of Comedy, they all had shows.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like, and Bernie was after the show, but the point is, it's really hard to be that famous and black without doing things other than stand-up comedy.
I got it.
Right? Like George, if you take George Carlin, Richard Pryor, and Red Fox, I only know George Carlin from stand-up comedy.
Maybe you know what it is, man. If we're talking the lane thing, right? I always say, like right now, I feel like we're talking about like how we perceive ourselves. But for me, I'm consistently always watching the three things that I feel like are: one, how I perceive myself; two, how people perceive me; and three is how I want to be perceived. I don't believe nothing in my comedy career has ever said that people were going to receive me as the funniest nigga. Like it's never been in my favor. Consistently, when I walk into rooms, I'm consistently up against it. And even when I feel like in the space that I might be the nigga delivering at the highest level, I don't feel like I it's received like that. You know what I mean? So like I'll be having to, so I think that's part of where my adjustment came in. It's like I gotta figure out some wiggle room for me to pivot and get the most out of like this car might not be good on gas, but this motherfucker fast. Like, you know what I mean? Like I might have to pivot to find out where my successes are. Like, and I go back and I look at my work and the things that have happened, and that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah, man. It's interesting too, man. I'm tricky in that department because I look funny, you know. So it's expected a lot. Hey man, and I didn't know what that meant, man. You know who told me that? Who was one of the first people that told me that? See if you know these guys. So it was Kane Lopez.
Yeah.
Kane Lopez, man. He was like, yo, man, whatever you do, don't stop because you look funny. And I didn't know what it meant. I was like, hey, thanks. And then it was Siddiqui Fuller, you know what I mean? And it was Kane and Siddiqui, man. And they got me my first week hosting. So they was involved in me getting my first week hosting because, you know, putting in the work and stuff. But they was just like, yeah, man, just be on stage for 12 minutes, man. You'll be fine. You know, and that was the
now, Mike, I've always had likability in my favor, but I do not have that. Like where people receive me as funny before I say anything, I don't have it, bro. Like niggas anticipate I'm going to bomb. And then when nigga, Lance, they be waiting on it, bro. Oh, this nigga going for sure bomb. I'm positive. This nigga, oh, he finna bomb. This nigga got a scarf on his head, lights on his shoes. This nigga's finna bomb. This nigga's finna bomb. Not he might be okay, or let's see what happens. Every laugh is them being surprised. Oh shit, that was fucking hysterical, nigga. And like I can constitute like I ain't never got like, you know, like hilariously booed or no shit like that, and that'd be like likability. Y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all both have it. It's like when likability being your favorite allow you certain wiggle room, but even my humor is more catered to me being an only child and goofy. Like outside of niggas that fuck with me, niggas don't even really like call me for shit. So it's just like making the necessary adjustments that I need to make to get the best out of it.
Keep going in that bag, man, because I've been on that too. I kind of been on that too. And then, you know, there's been a time where I'm like, what, do they think I'm going to hit them for too much money? Like, you know,
right.
And you start second guessing, like, what is it? Like, what is it? Because I feel that way a lot. And that's why, man, my whole thing has been like, yo, just hustle, you know,
right.
So you don't have to have that little second guessing thought. But I'm like, yeah, man, why they not hitting me? You know? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
so
man, I don't think it would ever be. I don't know what it would be. I don't know, because man, everybody know now. They know you funny now.
You would think. you would.
You still fighting the same battle,
bro. Man, it's a gift and a curse though, because one, niggas don't see it coming. So by the time like I get a lot of that, oh yeah, give them some, you know, let them do a little time shit, and I'm like, okay, yeah, how much time I get to do? Oh, these niggas have no idea what's about to happen, and
you hit him with a James.
Man, I James the fuck out that bitch, bro. James, and I'll watch the adjustment. Like it'll be like, oh, I'm struggling to get in. Like in LA, it's like, hey man, can I get up? Can I get up? Can I get in this club? Can I start working here more so on so forth? And then I get up, and they're like, well, you got to close these shows out from now on. I'm like, wait, you guys, no, put me up in the middle with, you know what I mean, like when everybody's here, like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like give why why the showcase of people is here when the little celebrity has to come in and do his good. Put me right before. I can't get that. I can't go right before him. No, man. So and so gonna go up. All right. Do I still get to go up? Yeah, you'll be fine. It's like, all right. It's a cool thing, but it's like I don't get the benefit. I don't get the grace of he's gonna be hilarious. And even now that I deliver, I don't get the benefits of like you know what I mean? Like the funny shit. Like, man, fuck all this, bro. Niggas should be, there's a certain amount of shit that should happen if you funny. Like certain shit should just happen.
That's what I'm not conversation with.
Yeah,
how important is the funny? I'm telling you, it's not.
It's not at all
anymore, man. It should be present, but it's not in the most important aspect of this. That's what I started with. That's what I'm trying to say.
I can say confidently that the three people on here are all hilarious. We all deliver on stage. And when you watch, it's like ain't nobody feeling entitled. I don't feel like anybody owes me anything. But I just watch opportunities that happen and it'd be like, all right, cool. Like when it's somebody that I fuck with, that I know also has been where I'm at, I'm like, oh, yes, nigga, I'll give you a perfect example. I've never done Last Comic Standing. But when I saw Clayton English won, I was like, oh shit, real niggas can win this shit?
Right.
This is fantastic. A real nigga won. like you see what I'm saying? Like, cause I know Clayton, I know he's funny, I know he's like a real nigga. Like, I'm like, no, nigga. No, if, ands, or but, nigga. A nigga won, bro. Victory. So it's like, there's moments where I can see it, but it's like, there's other moments where it's just like, all right, man, I don't know what's happening here and or why it's not happening.
Hey, man, look at this. What you just stated is why the Kev app is so important.
Absolutely.
Because I think that's that. Let's make sure people feel that it's equal, and he wanted all out on being funny. I'm not taking anything away from the funny because I know him and I know he's incredibly funny, but it's like the Black Bachelor. Let's do a Black Bachelor so they know it's for everybody. But that's because who's in power of those opportunities that you see. So I think creating for yourself, like I said, the Kev app thing, man, it just gives us the chance to be involved in our own output, in our own creating. And I think it's huge.
It's everything, bro. If we could create our own lanes and do it for ourselves, then that's where the win is. That's where the win is. It's like, we can really push our own envelopes, figuring it out for ourselves without, no issues. And like, bro, like we ain't got to wait on nobody. But even within that, there's something beautiful about the blessing.
Absolutely. Now, side note, and this is, this is behind the curtain thing, but what you texting us, BT, I'm lost.
It's probably not for us.
Yeah. Maybe you're texting the wrong people.
Nigga hysterical.
Yeah, and
it's a lot going on right now. It's a lot of shit moving right now.
And that's why, man, there's something I wanted to jump into, but I don't know if we have the time to do it, but it's so important.
No, go ahead, do it. You good. Go ahead.
What y'all think about the Meek bar?
That nigga there is wilding. Too soon, bro.
I didn't hear the bar, I read the bar. And, I've always felt like Meek is a fucking cornball. So I don't expect cornballs to understand certain stuff. Like even like the thing with Tekashi that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, anybody with common sense will say that's not real. So he conveniently run up on you and both of y'all got your phones out recording? Like, come on, man. Like
both of them having their phones out looked ridiculous. I don't know what part.
Like, come on, man. So it's not something I wouldn't expect from Meek. It's a laundry list of things, right? See, there's principle when you talk about funny and why that shit matters. When we talk about art and when we talk about business, there's an art form. There is a fraternity in comedy, right? Where we understand. I don't care how much money so and so get. I don't care how many followers so and so got. They're not us,
right?
And I don't mean us as us three. I mean us as we know who us is.
Right. If you're not putting the work in, you got to put the work in.
I don't care what's going on. You ain't one of us. You like
Nene Leaks. What? Said that.
It's like no matter what, you're not in the League of Shadows. You're not initiated. I have to give BT a comic book reference.
Man, the League of Shadows. You in DC, but I appreciate it either way.
That's not the same. All right, cool. So, like Ra's al Ghul didn't approve you.
Nigga, hilarious.
Right? Am I right, BT? Huh?
Yeah. Still
so within music, that's gone, and it's been gone for a long time because it's gone in comedy too. But we be fighting to hold on to it, but we fighting a fight that's already over. We're fighting a war that's done because that thing is that it's gone.
Yeah.
In music, it's been gone for a long time, right? So there is no principle in music. There is no bro, listen, man. Meek be fighting this prison reform talk, right? Meek is signed to a CO.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's there. Like, so he was a correctional officer. You fighting prison reform. Like, what are we even talking about, man?
Man, with Meek, I feel like just in just hip hop in general, there's always gonna be stuff I love, then there's gonna be stuff I hate, and I'm good with that. That's part of it. But then it's just stuff that's just unwritten rules that you just don't do unless you just not as, I don't know, man. I keep wanting to throw in the is it the talent? Is it the level? It's just, we know who wouldn't do that. And who would do that is like fuck boyish. That's who would do it.
Who would do that is the same nigga who would orchestrate an altercation with Tekashi. Like, niggas are the same nigga who okay, everybody got mad Lil Boosie. I ain't gonna say everybody, but it was controversy every time Lil Boosie speaks, because Lil Boosie speaks from a certain perspective. Lil Boosie was talking about Lori Harvey, and he was like, you'd have to be a simp to wife her. After she been passed around the industry, like, ain't no real nigga finna be like, this is my gal. After all of that. All right, cool, whatever. There is the same kind of principle within rap. It's like only a certain nigga would even say that.
Yeah.
Only a certain nigga would think I got my going out with my chopper, Kobe Bryant. Like, no, only a certain kind of fucking weirdo would think to say that.
Let me tell you something, bro. Y'all know Kobe, bro. It's going to always be an issue. I don't know if niggas get it. I don't know if niggas understand. Bro, they will shut everything down. It's already happened, and nobody is going to be immune to this. It's Kobe, nigga. It's Kobe is Michael Jordan is the greatest, right? But to a certain amount of people, especially here, there it is. Kobe played in LA, bro.
That's it.
Kobe played in LA, nigga. Mike's the greatest, but he ain't LA's. Kobe played in LA and never left.
The golden child
the
LA.
golden child of LA, bro. It's like, no, nigga, it's gonna always be an issue if you speak about him because he was a celebrity to celebrities, to the niggas that cut your checks, to the niggas that you want to get endorsements with, to the niggas that you want to work with. They love Kobe because it was nothing better. I bet that some of their best memories are connected to him. And I'm talking deep rooted. I'm saying like right now, today, nigga, if when shit's open back up, William Morris or any of the big agencies that represent all the best talent at every level, right? Will hey, yeah, come on down. When they trying to court you, they take you to Lakers games. They've been doing this for years. Hey, no, we'll get you floor seats to the Lakers. You know, if you sign with us, yeah, nigga, the Kobe years, where I guarantee you most of their fortune was, there was a lot of people that are in high positions that love this dude. You ain't gonna ever, nigga, with Kobe, it's gonna always be a problem.
I'm gonna tell you this.
It's gonna be a problem, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this right here, cuz. Black Twitter, that's first off, every comment. This will help your comedy career. If you understand that you will never be as funny as Black Twitter.
Golly.
Right. Once you understand that, you can reconcile and be your best. You'll never be as funny as Black Twitter or Vince Staples. It's just not going to happen.
Yo, man.
Or 50. Or 50.
Hey, man, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago when Thanksgiving with Black families hit? Yo, man.
Well,
the world was never the same.
There's too many Black Twitter things that are just... there's no one on earth because it's a collective of people who have nothing to lose.
Right.
But my point of this is Black Twitter has joked about everything on earth. The worst shit ever.
Oh, yeah.
I have never seen a Kobe Bryant joke.
Nigga.
Not one. I've never seen a Kobe joke or a Nipsey joke. Not one. Not one. And I'm talking about, I've seen jokes about everything and everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get this right. You joking the bar, Kobe at the top, you know his daughter was in there, right? Like what when you're writing that and you think it's a dope bar, nothing says, yeah, I probably shouldn't put that out. Where's the team at? Nobody's saying, bro, the Kobe thing. Come on, fam. Come on,
hey,
bro.
Look,
can't get away with that shit, bro.
Yo, man, even on a lesser scale, we've all written some jokes where we like, you know what, this one doesn't see the light of day. You know, I might.
It's just hilarious, though.
Yeah, but nah, this is just don't do that. Just out of because we understand the game and the respect that comes with all of it. I mean, is that his point? That's what I feel like. There's an element of still chasing clout, man. It's on that.
Hey, bro, that's my point, right? Is when you do things, right, there has to be a level of what you're talking about, Mike. Is like, this joke won't see the light of day. I don't want the attention that bad. Right. Like, I can find a different way for a laugh, right? That bar is not even good.
No. Nah, man.
Like, that's not a good bar.
It's just cheesy, man. Like, you just forced it in there for the sake of saying it. And that's what hurts. It wasn't even good.
Yeah. And I ain't heard the bar, but you know, when people do that kind of stuff, that's the bar. Here it goes. Yeah, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read. This is an excerpt of the verse. Mm-hmm. I got niggas eating on me and they never told me. I got niggas in they feelings about this money and they really owe me. This bitch I'm fucking always tell me that she loves me, but she ain't never showed me. Yeah, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe. Shit, I could tell that they never that they ain't never know me, cause they knew me. Cause if they knew me, they would have never showed me. Yeah, Meek sucks. That's another thing to the discussion. Is Meek Mill is not dope. And okay, we can take away everything else. This is a separate conversation.
Yeah.
Meek Mill is not nice like that. And I like some Meek music. But like when I be hearing people talk about like lyricists and bars and Meek was battling, I said, Meek ain't nice like that.
That has always been an interesting dynamic to me for where he gets placed and the names that get mentioned. And I just be like accredited to my like hip hop ignorance. Cause like, first of all, let's go with something simple. The flow and the energy behind the flow was one of the things that was always good. And his, he had a very distinct voice. But if you just start talking bar for bar, rhyme for rhyme, it's just like, let's not get it twisted. Man, Dreams and Nightmares is one of my favorite songs of all time. And I love that the Dreams and Nightmares 2 mixtape. I love a lot of shit on there. So very often I appreciate him as an MC, but if you told me when he's not dropping music, the game's not missing anything. Fuck all that. Let's just call a spade a spade. I bought the first Meek Mill's album on Excitement coming off of Dreams and Nightmares. I was thoroughly disappointed.
Yo, man, let's continue with that. I feel like that's what is happening right now, man. He's selling some flow, a little bit of, stories that don't have to do with the music. That's what people do. But if we talking about as a rapper,
Trash.
No, he ain't a good rapper. I get it. He's part of the game and he's in here, but I'm talking about lyrically. We're talking about the face. Like if he had writers or if he has some dope substance to come, then yeah, man. But that's not what he has. He has.
Does he even have? I'd be willing to relinquish how I felt about him as an MC, but what I can't deny is does he make good music? Like there's some songs. There are some Meek Mill songs that I love. I'd be at a concert turned up to a few tracks, but some of that you got to constitute with production and there's a lot of different elements that go into this where it's like, no, when you start talking about let's talk 50. 50 to this day can still make good music. Put them where you want lyrically. 50 make good music. Still today. I'm like, no, it's not really a skill that you lose like that. T.I. still make great music. There's an understanding for no matter where I have this person's skill set structurally, it's just like, nah, nigga, if you know how to make dope music, you know how to make dope music. And there's been a lot of, how many Meek Mill songs do I love when he just by himself?
Hey, man, I was just thinking that. I mean, there's a best of, but every time I think of the best of, it's the tracks like Amen. Somebody else is in it.
Somebody, the new song with Drake, or even I'm a Boss, all these things that have another presence on there that we fuck with, which is fine, right? You know where Meek should be kind of like where French Montana is.
I love 3 Meek Mill songs where it's Meek Mill by himself. No, I'll say 5. Right? I love the Dreams and Nightmares intro.
Love Dreams and Nightmares, one of the best songs ever.
All-time greatest songs in the history of hip hop.
Absolutely.
Period. I'm comfortable with that. I love Oodles and Noodles Babies.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I love Trauma.
That's not my jam.
But then Trauma is also taking me back because Mobb Deep used that same sample for Getaway. So it takes me back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I love what's the name of this song?
You don't love it then. It's cool.
What's the name of this song?
You love Dreams and Nightmares. Everything else you'll spend the night with, but you ain't staying.
Yeah, man. Hey, fuck that nigga's catalog. Look, man. I'm trying. Look, man. It's
Big
weird,
Sean is nice, dog. Sean is
nice.
Big Sean is nice, underrated, makes great music. Like Sean is dumb nice. I do not feel like him and Meek are in the same league playing.
Yo, man,
this is what I think. I think they should be. I think people talk about Meek as if he's here and Big Sean is somewhere else.
Right.
Because I think everybody has this like Drake, Kendrick, Cole conversation, right? And I don't even think Cole should be in that conversation, but the Drake, Kendrick, Cole thing, and then next it's like then you talking like Meek, and it's like nah, bro, we gotta say somebody else's name first. He ain't nice like that to me.
Yo, Meek is there for his shenanigans. He's done the stuff off stage, and he was with Nicki. That's
the main thing, and that was my next point. Was he was with Nicki, and that is the main reason. That's what took his celebrity up. That's what put him in that conversation, was being connected to a famous woman.
That can go. Side note, he should not be in a conversation with Nicki, nigga. Nicki be going, bro.
Shouldn't.
Nicki is Nicki, nigga. Like, nah, nigga. Not, and I'm not talking female, nigga. Nicki, bro. Like, the conversation should be Drake, Kendrick, Nicki, nigga.
Yo, Nicki in a battle with Meek. You know I'm taking Nicki in that battle. Yo, even a battle.
Hey, bro, there's a principal thing with this stuff, right? This is what I like about Tekashi.
I love the sentence.
Because I look at Tekashi a lot like I look at Trump.
It's funny, man. Keep going.
Is clearly the things that they do are things I don't agree with. Clearly, they say shit that I don't rock with. Clearly,
right?
They expose you niggas.
Yeah.
That's what I like about them. They are exposing you niggas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the way that Tekashi has made it a point to like, nigga, I can say whatever I want and ain't nobody gonna do shit, that is fucking hysterical.
Right? So all of the hardest stuff is you're not gonna do nothing? This nigga going to, like, man, like this nigga's been so disrespectful and everybody's giving him a pass because they, oh man, he the cops and y'all scared of the police? Go do something.
Yo, man, he be hiding underground and stuff.
Hey, bro, look, man, from the video y'all showed me, he pulled up on Meek. Why y'all ain't kill him? That was your shot. Everybody want to get rid of him and kill him.
Yeah, no, Zimmerman lives
underground. Zimmerman. Tekashi be seen.
Seen on the streets, talking shit, giving out money.
And y'all don't do nothing. I think he the feds too. But I think Trump I think everything is orchestrated. I think all this industry stuff is fake. Politics is fake. The music industry is fake. But the point is, he's exposing, okay, we know what he is. Mm-hmm. He's exposing what y'all are. More than the out there. Y'all can't expose him. He's already exposed. He's already naked. We see everything. You niggas is fully dressed. And he's exposing you niggas as hoes.
That nigga Tekashi is funny, bro. It's not. Let's call a spade a spade. The nigga's hysterical. The nigga's the fact that he was able to pull off as much as he did is hilarious. And I ain't gonna hold you. Some of the shit is jamming. Some of the music. This is what I said about Tekashi 4 years ago. If he ever gets with a producer,
he can make some shit. Because he got the energy. He understands like a bop and all of that. It was just some of his production just sounded like he was, the production hadn't caught up to him.
Right.
But Tekashi, this is what I mean. And somebody in the comments said, Tekashi got a documentary coming out. He already has one out. He has a documentary on Hulu that's been out for some months. He has a new one coming out on Showtime. And I think that's going to be like a higher production value. But it's a doc on
this nigga's interesting as fuck.
I mean, but because he's the feds, like you can have a documentary because he is a industry plant. But what I'm saying is Tekashi is someone who we know does anything for attention and views.
Oh yeah.
Know that about him. He's exposing that you niggas are the same way. Y'all do anything for attention and views too. Y'all just try to tiptoe around it to make sure it's okay. He don't do that. He just does stuff. Y'all do the same thing, but y'all do it under this I'm a real nigga umbrella and all that stuff. And it's like y'all doing the same thing he's doing.
So man, let's do this. We talked about production. Let's shift into producers that are going through something right now. I'm speaking of one of the biggest producers of all time, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre. What's the story? The blogger, Love and Hip Hop.
April Jones.
Well, yeah, that's who he went out with a date with. That's who he possibly
allegedly
dating. And someone, what's her name? Moniece
Slaughter. She's from the trifecta. Okay. Omarion's baby mama is April Jones. April Jones started messing with Fizz. Fizz's baby mama is Moniece Slaughter. And allegedly now April Jones is messing with Dr. Dre. And when Moniece said something about it, she said, Mike, continue.
Damn it. What did she say? She
said that she got
Dre said, or I know what she said Dre said. No, I don't know that. This is what I do know. I know that she said, my life has been threatened. My children have been threatened. My family have been threatened from the people of Dr. Dre.
Hey man, fuck you, Mikey, and fuck you too, Lance. I'm just gonna start a beef, bro, because clearly that's what sells, man. We beefing, niggas.
Yo, fuck you and your headphones.
This is my last podcast. All right, man, we back cool again. I miss y'all. Like,
fuck that fancy camera, nigga, and fuck that fridge, Mike.
Yeah, man, forget that, man. Yeah, your bridge and shit.
Fucking lights on your stupid ass bridge.
Yeah, ain't nobody going that way.
Nigga, have you seen my bridge? Nigga, my bridge got way more lights on it, nigga.
Yo, fuck your
way
bridge.
More lights.
Yo,
fuck that bridge. My bridge way more John Blaze than that.
Ain't anybody in none of y'all bridges.
You niggas trying to pop off a talent, nigga. Fuck that talent shit, nigga. Yo, bridge lights, ho.
Y'all empty ass bridges. At least I got food in the refrigerator.
Oh wow, niggas talking about food in the fridge though.
Oh man,
wow.
Nah, BT, you don't need no more food. And matter of fact, why you stop getting your steps in?
Yo.
Oh, nigga. First of all, nigga, I drink water, nigga.
Yo,
you niggas gotta respect it, nigga. I drink water, nigga. I get water, nigga.
That's purified water. You supposed to be drinking spring water from the springs. That's what the gods drink.
Nigga, Lance can't even eat right now. What are we even talking about? We can't even eat. Yo, what is this guy doing? How you gonna knock water right now when that's all you could do right now?
I'm on here, gray hoodie. Who put on the gray hoodies? Niggas is on my man. Niggas is taking my swag. Lance, can I rock a gray hoodie or no, nigga? God damn.
Nah, I got a gray hoodie. You got on a gray car cover.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just from Mervin's. Man, that's the reason we only see BT from the shoulders up, because you know he's sweating. He's been working out the whole time.
I'm sweating and I ain't got no pants on. What is it though? That's how I live in my life, man. Who in the comments? Yeah, fuck everybody in the comments. I love y'all. I miss y'all. Please don't leave. Yeah. But fuck y'all. All right, now we got to make our apologies. Yo, man, everything's cool now. We talk man to man. You know what I mean? You know, they hit me up. You know what I mean? And we was like whoop de whoop, and now shit good. You know what I mean?
Hey man, look, I was out of line, man. I know people be on y'all bridges. It's just not the shot they got.
Yeah, you just gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta take the high road sometimes, you know what I mean?
Hey, so, I just, you know, for me, hey man, I just want to let the past be the past. We're moving forward. You know, what happened, and we're moving forward. We're gonna go back to creating.
Brothers fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Brothers
that's all we
fight,
can do is
man.
Men. You know, it's menness.
We just, you know what I mean? We now we're working on a project together. It's called the Black Tea Podcast. My name is BT Kingsley. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I didn't see. You know what happened is I be trying not to fucking focus and follow on celebrity gossip like that when it's about relationships and the women and the men it's like so his people threaten to beat you up. That's what the talk is.
That's allegedly the talk, yeah.
Yeah, allegedly, and I think it was, you know, man, when they put it out vague, it's more than just a beating.
This could have been a threat on someone's life.
Yeah. You know, like rappers do.
Yeah.
Who threatens to beat somebody up nowadays?
Who threatens
look. Who threatens to beat somebody up? Who threatens to beat somebody up over the phone? And most of the time, when dudes have any situation where at some point in time they might have put hands on a chick, they probably ain't gonna really like have too many incriminating like situations like that keep showing up like abrasively. Like it's not gonna be like you ain't gonna slap a chick on Tuesday and then apologize for it and they kind of go away and you be like, slap the shit out of somebody else again. That's not normally how it happens. You don't normally see them get into some more shit years later. I'm not saying that they don't do nothing. I'm saying that's not normally how it goes.
So you're saying Dre's slapping women days are behind him?
I'm saying, you know, allegedly, if whatever he did to you know, that Eminem say he did to D Barnes, I'm saying that has passed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And Dre is a billionaire. You think Dre need to call? Dre ain't got your number, baby girl. Them kind of phones can't call them kind of phones. Dre can't. You can't call. You can't call from whatever fancy ass cell service he got to Cricket. You can't call Monique Slaughter. Hey man, somebody give me Monique's number. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was your Dre impression?
Hell yeah.
That was a good impression. Yo, man, I think if it's in you, it's in you. So maybe he not physically slapping right now. He's virtually slapping with threats. I just think, you know, allegedly, if it's in you, it's in you, man. But I was feeling that impression, man. That's all the impressions y'all got?
Hell yeah. Yeah. Monique Slaughter used to fuck with Lil Fizz. Hell yeah.
You know what you sound like? You sound like Game doing a Dr. Dre impression.
No, all I saw was Dre.
That's all you saw?
All I saw was Dre. Yeah.
Oh, so hey, check this out, man. Hey, today, we're an hour in. We're an hour in already, so we might be cutting it a little short today. But before we did, I got one question. So y'all seen Game was on Clubhouse saying he's the greatest rapper ever he says he's the best rapper from Compton.
Wait, but Kendrick though.
Then he mentioned Kendrick and he said, Kendrick, my bro, but I flew past Kendrick a long time ago.
But Kendrick though.
You didn't see this?
No. Wait, but Kendrick though. Wait. Okay. Who's from Compton? OT's from Long Beach. Let's just stay with Kendrick.
He mentioned Kendrick. He said Kendrick is my bro, but I flew past Kendrick a long time ago.
Yo, man, what is his basis? I mean, it seems like at the point when you're this famous, and then you do have Kendrick there, the basis for who's the greatest could considerably be fans and sales. Sales, you know, especially.
Let's talk work. Game has the documentary, classic album, amazing album, and he probably has another one or two. I don't know if
No, my bad. See, he's the best lyricist from Compton.
That's even worse.
That's even worse.
That is fucking for the first time ever. Nigga, no.
That's how it went down. Hey man, and I didn't want to